Hello my friends, how you doing? Day 337 and coming in. Just had a nice filling dinner. I made a huge batch of lentil soup. Yum yum. Veggie style of course. And so anyway, today I'm going to come in and share a little bit about this book I'm reading, 17 Essential Qualities of a Team Player by John Maxwell. I just finished it actually today on chapter 17, or the quality number 17, and I'd like to share with you. It is tenacious. That is the quality of an essential team player. And so the top page here says, never, never, never quit. Konstantin Brancusi was quoted to say, "To see far is one thing, going there is another." How true is that? How many visionaries never get to where they want to be? And then another quote, "To finish first, you must finish." And I don't know if you're like me, but I'm definitely guilty of starting a bunch of things and not finishing. And, another word for tenacious is grit. And that's something that I had lacked a lot of in my younger years. And, but the beautiful thing is that no matter how much you try, at some point you actually develop grit. As I was able to do, as you can see with my streaks that I have. Excuse me. All right. So, what does being tenacious mean? The important thing about being tenacious is that even people who lack talent and fail to cultivate sorry guys, maybe I had too much to eat, I don't know. Anyways, being tenacious is crucial. Being tenacious, I'm gonna try that again, is crucial to success. Because even if you lack talent, if you're willing to keep going and never quit, eventually you'll be able to get to where you want to be, hopefully. And so what does being tenacious means? I mean, there's three things he talks about here. Giving all that you have, not more than you have. And so sometimes we think success or whatever that goal that we want to accomplish is just too much. But the thing is, if you just give everything you have, give it just your 100% effort, that is enough. Because the truth is, sometimes you may not actually be ready to create the success in your life. You might have some lessons to learn. And so the example that he gave in his book is about George Washington. So it says here, during the entire course of the Revolutionary War, he won only 3 battles. And he gave all he had, and when he did win, it counted. And so he obviously lost many battles, but he won the crucial ones. And that's really all that matters. That's what we remember from him, do we not? Number 2, working with determination, not waiting on destiny. So, how many times have you had an idea and you just waited and you didn't actually get to work and actually... Because when you think about it, when do you actually learn the most? I know for myself, I learn the most when I actually screw up. And so, it's important that you do work with determination and actually have a plan, move forward, and then learn along the way. And not waiting for things or circumstances to be perfect. Or destiny, as it says in this chapter. Number 3, quitting when the job is done, not when you're tired. And so, there's a quote here that says, every successful person finds... Alright, there's some troubles with the internet, but anyways. Quote here, every successful person finds that great success lies just beyond the point when they're convinced their idea is not going to work. And so that reminds me of the of a visual where a guy's digging through the mine, looking for diamonds, and he's working hard, he's going, and then he's like, just before hitting the diamonds, he decides to quit. not realizing what he just missed out on. And that's really, I find, very common in people nowadays. It's like when you're just about to make that breakthrough, for some reason, for many reasons, we quit. Don't know why I'm having hiccups now. Sorry guys, hold on. Okay, here's another quote by A.L. Williams. You beat 50% of the people in America by working hard. You beat another 40% by being a person of honesty and integrity and standing for something. The last 10% is a dogfight in the free enterprise. Wow, sorry guys, I got the hiccups today. In the free enterprise system. So, being tenacious and having grit is essential, okay? And how do you develop it? Number one, work harder and or smarter, right? If you're the type of person who goes to work, clocks in at 9, leaves right at 5, well, work harder. What does that mean? Add an extra half an hour before, come in a little bit early, stay a little bit late, right? Do a little bit of extra basically. Because during that time, you can actually learn something new, you can develop your skill, you can hone your craft. There's so many things you can do. Number 2, stand for something. Right? To succeed, you must act with absolute sincerity and integrity. And how many times is it, I find so many times people, they'll say something, but then they don't really follow up with their word, right, with action. And, I'm not here calling anybody out. I've been guilty as well, right? But how often do you do it? That's the question, right? If it's a habit, you do that often, then that's something you might want to look at. And number 3, make your work a game. And so, nothing feeds tenacity as much as our natural, competitive spirit, if you will. I know for myself, if there's a meeting competition of some sort against somebody, and a friendly man, of course, I know that gets my juices going, and it definitely gives me some motivation to keep going, because it is so easy to quit. And really, isn't that the easier thing to do? Is just to quit? However, my perspective is that we should run to the difficult things. Why? Because that's what makes us stronger. That's where we learn the most. And so, grit is something that can be developed, because I know for myself, oh my gosh, for how long, when things got a little bit too hard, I would just quit, right? But I knew deep down that that's an area that I need to work on, and I did work on. I worked on for a long time, and one of the most important things that I did was actually develop it with a group of other like-minded people who want to actually grow as well. And so just remember, whatever path you're going on, and whatever you're developing, you don't have to go through it alone. Go find some other people who want to go the same direction, who have values that align with you, like-minded, but also like-valued, right? Team up, partner up with them, and do it together. Because it is way too easy to quit on yourself when it's just yourself. When you have somebody else to be accountable to, then guess what? You're more likely to actually stay on the path a lot longer. So hopefully that helps you, helps somebody out if you've, maybe hit a little stumbling block or some difficulty along the way of whatever, whether it be building business, maybe a marriage, maybe a relationship, maybe saving some money, whatever it is, right? There's always going to be bumps and bruises, but you got to be tenacious and build that grit and just work through the challenges. All right, friends, I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.